Hello everybody! Welcome to another awesome episode of Anime Might Say. This week's special episode is Josuwa's Top 20 Anime Series. Just a disclaimer, this top 20 list is my choice and it by no means reflects the choice of the populace, so don't go hating cause everyone's entitled to their own opinions. So without further ado, coming in at number 20 is Kamehame. This series needs no introduction, it's a legend. Awesome explosions, Kamehameha waves, spirit bombs, transformations, these are all part and parcel of Dragon Ball and make it what it is. If it's shonen anime you're looking for, then look no further. So that's Dragon Ball at number 20 for ya. At number 19 is, you guessed it, Kiraboshi. This series began in late 2010 and what an impression it had on me. The graphics are stellar and the characters varied. It really redefined what mecha anime meant for me. Sure, we have the usual Gundam and all, but honestly, I'd rather watch Star Driver anytime. Oh yeah, and how could you not love this? So that's Star Driver at number 19. And at number 18 is the extremely popular series I watched this one about 3 years back and it was one of the anime which really started it for me. The story is superb and complex. It really makes you think to yourself, hey, could we really end up like this years in the future? Will I be part robot? Will I really be just a ghost in a shell? So this secures its place at number 18. Do you like samurai? Cause at number 17 is... As old as it may be, this anime will forever be ingrained in our minds as an epic. It was and always will be one of the greatest of samurai anime. Nobody will ever forget Kenshin and his reverse age, and how his smiling demeanor can quickly turn lethal. So it's a well-deserved 17 for Samurai X. Black is a very nice color, but it's not better than... This anime still gives me chills when I rewatch it. The whole idea of humans becoming emotionless, contractual beings in exchange for power just blows me away. Moreover, the action is excellent, and how could you not love the well-hinted romance between Hei and Yin? So it's darker than black at 16. At number 15 we have Bere Bere. Why does everyone love Misaka Mikoto so much? You'll know when you watch the side story for Tuaru Majitsu no Index, Tuaru Kagaku no Railgun. It has action, comedy, fan service, and most of all, lots and lots of bere bere. There is nothing stopping Mikoto and her railgun from claiming number 15. At number 14 we have I Command You Under the Power of Gas. What's not to love about an anime where notions of good and evil are twisted, coupled with supernatural powers and intelligent battle strategies? It's an anime anyone can enjoy and the plot twists will blow your mind. So here's to you Lelouch, Code Geass at number 14. Number 13 is a very recent series that ended and it needs no introduction. I think most if not all of you know of this one by now. It's Madoka. It's awesome because it changes everything known to mankind about magical girls, and I was blown away when I saw just how they had twisted everything good and innocent about the concept. So unlucky 13 goes to Madoka. The plot twist alone is enough to make anyone list this anime as a favorite. Other than that, it's a beyond average romance / slice of life anime. How can you not love the performance of Ryakugimiya as Taiga, or her love-hate relationship with Ryuji? So Toradora wins number 12 for bubbly fun. I like cowboys, but you know what I like better than cowboys? It was a tough decision for me not to include this one in the top 10. Cowboy Bebop, another big name in anime. The characters are colorful and cool, and this anime is really a man's romance. There are good fights, and there's also smooth talk. A lot of smooth talk. Which is why Cowboy Bebop is a borderline number 11. And so we come to the top 10, and at number 10. Well, how could this series not be in the top 10? The soundtrack itself wins the placing, as I am a great fan of music. Yet that is not all. They sure don't scrimp on the graphics in this anime, and there's a love triangle to top it all off. With 2 movies released in recent years as well, Macross isn't one to be forgotten in time to come. Which is why it's number 10. So you think your school teacher is cool? Wait till you see this anime! It's called Great Teacher Onizuka for a reason, because it's great. One of Japan's most iconic anime, GTO is an anime which will seriously make you rethink and reminisce about your school life. I shed tears at some parts, had some really good laughs, and most of all, wished that I was a student once again. So this is GTO at number 9. This may not be the best of choices, but at number 8. So yes, this might be quite controversial a choice, but to heck with it. NHK ni Yokoso is one of Studio Gonzo's excellent pieces, simply because it made me cry. Not many series can do that. I really felt the protagonist's struggles, and throughout it all, a sense of gloom stuck which sometimes even overwhelmed the brightness of it all. I love anime which are different, and nothing comes quite as close, so give it up for NHK ni Yokoso at number 8. Coming in at number 7 has got to be the troll of all choices, but I like this anime so bad. I'm not taking any hate for this, because love it or hate it, you have to admit that panty and stocking is one hell of a ride. The art, the flashiness, the blatant sexual references, and swearing. It's not an anime to forget, ever. Plus, how could you not love it with scenes like these? So it's panty and stocking for a magical 7. One of the most controversial series, and in the recent years has had 2 new movies. I bring to you You knew this was coming. Yes, Neon Genesis Evangelion is next. Epic is a word which sums up this series pretty nicely. It's controversial, dark, bleak, desolate. Yes, sounds like a keeper to me. And with an entire series being rebuilt as a set of movies in recent years, Evangelion will continue to live on in all of our hearts. So here's a well worth it number 6. Well, I guess this series needs no introduction. How could you ever forget Kira, L, Misa, Ryuk, and the whole gang? Death Note redefined the term intellect as we know it, with an entire torrent of plot twists, cliffhangers, and foreshadowing which would put the Da Vinci Code to shame. This series kept me gripped till the very end, which is why it's obviously number 5. This one's not exactly an anime series, it's more of an anime movie, but still, it's in the list. I would be a fool if I did not include Hayao Miyazaki's Spirited Away in this list, because when it comes to anime original movies, nothing comes quite as close. The spirit realm will never be seen the same again by human eyes as long as one has watched it, and with all its beauty and splendor, Spirited Away sweeps the number 4 place with ease. And finally, we have come to the top 3 of Josuwa's anime, and coming in third is... Sure, it had its down period, but Haruhi is back stronger than ever. One of the most influential anime ever created, the melancholy of Suzumiya Haruhi has left its mark on otaku everywhere. Just play Hare Hare Yukai at any convention and see the results. With a whole cast of iconic characters led by our resident goddess, it's no wonder I worship Haruhi at number 3. And at number 2 with more manliness than you could ever ask for. You must have been wondering when this series was going to come up in this list, but here it is now. Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann! It made me shed man tears, it made me shout manly words, it made the word epic seem small. Galactic-sized mechas, gar, blood, sweat, more screaming, a fiery passion which would break through heaven and dimensions. There is no doubt in my heart, or any man's heart, that Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann is number 2. And now finally, number 1, Josuwa's number 1 anime. What could be better than Tengen Toppa, Gurren Lagann, or all the legends that have ever been released? How could it not be? Lucky Star represents everything that I am. In the characters I see myself and I see life. I see them as the embodiment of all that I should be. I laughed harder than I ever had in this anime. I cried so bad when they had to graduate and it all had to end. I watched it a whopping 7 times to date, and that number won't stay stagnant for long. So here's to you, Lucky Star, for being the greatest anime I've ever seen. Number 1, well deserved. So thank you for watching this very special episode of Anime Might Say. Remember, this top 20 list is my choice and well, it by no means reflects the choice of the populace, so don't go hating cause everyone's entitled to their own opinions. If you want to let everyone know what your top anime is or what your top 20 anime is, just write it in the comment section below. But ultimately, all anime is awesome, and even in the top 20 list, it's a close fight and I had a really difficult time deciding among the top 20. So I'm Josuwa, and I'll see you in next week's episode of Anime Might Say. Kamehame!